Today on Capitol Hill, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio testified before the Senate amid intense global attention, following the dramatic U.S. military operation in Venezuela earlier this month. The hearing comes at a pivotal moment, as Washington seeks to justify both its actions and its vision for Venezuela's political future. During the session, Senator Dave McCormick questioned Rubio on what safeguards are being put in place to prevent what he called malign actors from gaining influence in Venezuela. Rubio responded by stressing that cooperation with the United States is firmly in Venezuela's own national interest. He argued that the U.S. would be a far better partner for a future Venezuelan government and even for the country's current authorities than some of the international partners Venezuela has aligned itself with in recent years. Rubio specifically warned against one of the most controversial elements of Washington's strategy involves Venezuela's oil industry. Rubio indicated the proceeds from the country's lucrative oil sector would be tightly controlled by the U.S. Treasury. Those funds, he said, would be used to purchase U.S.-made goods, including food, medicine, and energy infrastructure, to help stabilize Venezuela's battered economy. While the administration argues this approach ensures transparency and humanitarian relief, critics say it gives Washington unprecedented control over Venezuela's economic future. Rubio specifically warned against Venezuela's ties with Iran, saying it is not in the country's interest to host an Iranian presence or to allow the sale of Iranian weaponry on its soil. He described past agreements with certain foreign actors as a deal with the devil, claiming that while such relationships may have offered short-term benefits, they ultimately led to long-term destabilization. According to Rubio, criminal elements previously allowed into Venezuela have undermined regional security and weakened the country from within. The backdrop to this testimony is the U.S. military operation carried out on 3 January, during which former Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were seized from their home in Caracas. They were flown to New York, where Maduro now faces charges related to drug trafficking and weapons offenses. President Donald Trump has since declared that the United States will effectively run Venezuela during this transitional period, a statement that has sent shockwaves across Latin America and beyond. Rubio defended the decision, saying rehearsals were merely to assess feasibility and that the operation only became realistic very late in December. He also cited the risk of leaks, noting that he later learned details of the plan had been leaked by a contractor within the Department of War, though those details were not published by the media. Beyond Capitol Hill, Rubio's testimony is being